In today's episode, I'll be giving my season 3 White Lotus tier list. As you see before me, we have an S tier, an A tier, a B tier, a C tier, a D tier, and an F tier. We have 23 characters using the White Lotus Season 3 Emmy Predictions tier list maker, changed up the categories to go based off what we actually want here. So let's dive right into White Lotus Season 3 character tier list. Do something, man. People are questioning you. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, yep, do that. Sure, guys. Stupid and dumb. Just an idiot. Get your shit together, son. Fuck it. I loved it. Welcome to the dub cast. As you see, we have all 23 relevant characters from Season 3 of The White Lotus. Time to assign them all a ranking. Obviously, S tier is the best of the season. A is like top tier. B solid. C is mid. D didn't like you. F hated you. So, starting out, I like to keep the order of what we have in front of us. We got Kate. Now, I like Kate. She's kind of the sane one of the friend group. Um, Seems like, she is happy in her own life. She kind of has to play in the middle between Jacqueline and Lori at the end, but she's not jumping off the page to me as like a crazy character. She doesn't have as much, you know, spice to her or drama or really things that make her really interesting. She's kind of just pretty middle of the road. So I'm gonna give her the B tier. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't hate her. I liked her, but it was like I didn't love her. So we'll keep it moving in the random order. We got Chelsea next. Now, I didn't like Chelsea that much. I think she kind of sold the season and like she died at the end. Obviously, Chelsea's top of S. One of the best characters of the season. I think she made the whole season. I think on my review, she was for half the episodes my favorite character. Like she brought happy energy. She found true love with Rick. Despite the ending, I thought her story was inspirational. It was inspirational for Saxon out there. I liked her energy. Great job by the actress. One of my favorite characters of this season. Next, we have Chloe. Chloe, I didn't dig as much, to be honest. She kind of gave off weird energy and, like, cheats on Greg, which, Greg's a scumbag, but it's like, I don't know. She was kind of egging on Saxon. He did deserve to be egged on, but I felt like she went a little bit, was kind of being vindictive. Did the drugs. I didn't hate her. I'm gonna give her a C tier. It's like, I just wasn't one of my favorite characters. Didn't really move the needle that much for me, so to speak. Just didn't like her vibe that much. Wouldn't want to hang out with her at all. So that's where I'm leaving Chloe. Next up, we got my girl Lori. She's right up there with Chelsea in my opinion. I think she makes this season awesome, especially her last episode monologue. Her dynamic with the girls, I think if she wasn't the way she is, would make their dynamic a lot less interesting together. So I think you got to put her S tier. Now debating, I will do within the tiers. We'll rank them with as well. So between Chelsea and Lori, I think I got Chelsea above her. Lori did have some moments of being like vindictive and a little bit mean to the girls. I know that's kind of like the mean girl thing to do, but Lori made the season what it was in a lot of ways. So cheers to her. Good speech at the end. She did end up sleeping with that guy, so happy times for her. Next, we got Fabian. Sorry, brother. Like, there was nothing for me to like about Fabian. He was kind of rude to gay talk. I'll talk the whole season about how he's going to sing. He sings for 3 seconds. I think they did that on purpose to show you that he's irrelevant. He's of the 3 seasons so far, he's easily the worst hotel manager. Kind of overstepped in some ways, but really, like, name one memorable moment for him. He falls in the finale, like, that's his moment, falling off the bridge. Can't do it. I just didn't like this guy's vibe. I got bad vibes from him. I still think he's scheming something, Didn't like him. Next, we have Sam Rockwell's character, Frank. Really good friend to Rick. Obviously gives that insane monologue at the halfway point of the season. I think he's a fun character just to have as part of the story. I'm gonna give him an A tier. People are saying Emmy for him. You know, he has the rollout in the last episode of the season. Just it was funny. He was a funny guy. He added a lot to the show just from the few scenes he was in. So I can't put him S because he wasn't like a consistent character throughout, but he did add a lot throughout the season. So I'm giving him an A tier. Next, Gay Talk. I have mixed opinions on Gay Talk. I liked his story at the beginning, but he kind of sold out at the end and just was simping for Mook the whole time. Um, okay, Mook is on this list. So, where do I land Gay Talk? Um, I think top of B. Like his high highs are really good, but his low lows are like, dude, there's more than just Mook in the world for women for you to go after. He gets the promotion at the end, which is good for him, but also it's like he kind of destroyed his whole character throughout the season of being not having the killer instinct. Like I mentioned in the review, it's okay to not have the killer instinct, but he was peer pressured, so shit happens. I get it, but you know, just that's where he's going to be. I did like him. I still do like him at the end, but I feel like he kind of fell down the mountain a little bit. Next, we have Rick, Walter Goggins' character. I'm gonna put him right next to his boy, in front of him. Just more consistent throughout the season. Another great character. Him and Chelsea's story. I think looking back in this whole season, that'll be the story we remember. Obviously, the crash out at the end of the season was one for the record books, but um, yeah, I liked Rick throughout. I mean, you have him freeing the snakes, you have him trying to get more weed, you have him with the therapist lady. Like every scene Rick's in was just cinema, and I didn't hate him that much. I thought he could have provided more positive energy, but I guess I get that's their dynamic, the yin and yang. So I'm giving him A tier. Next, we have Rick's father. We come to find out who is played by Scott Glenn. As a character, I got to give him D. It is Scott Glenn, so he's a beast, but he's just an asshole throughout. I mean, could have just told Rick he was his dad like earlier and didn't. So that was kind of weird vibes. Also, like shows him he's loaded at the finale with a gun. It's like that's your son, bro. Chill out. So overall, his character, there was like a couple redeeming moments of him grilling Rick, but nothing really too much to jump out on the table and be higher than a D for me. Next, we have Sri Lata. I'm giving her a little bit higher than her husband. She had some fun moments, her acting career, but overall, she's just another power hungry person. Is kind of up Jacqueline's butt, like trying to hang out with her just because she's famous, trying to leech onto that success, and doesn't do a great job running the hotel. In my opinion, you have employees sleeping with other employees. Employees sleeping with guests, employees out partying with guests. Doesn't seem like she has a really good handle on this place. I mean, Fabian's a disaster. So maybe get a new management team. I didn't, her singing was overrated. I'm not a singing judge or person, but yeah, I can't put her any higher than D tier. Next, we have Greg/Gary. He's got to go on F, right? I mean, it's Gary, it's Greg. He's a weirdo. We learned a little bit about his fetish here, and he's just continuing to ruin the lives of people. Although he does be reasonable to Belinda at the end of the season, it was still like, you know, it's Greg. So you can't put him much higher than F. Yeah. I'm hoping he's not the one we see in the next season, but he gives me like, he's one of those characters that makes you shudder whenever he's around. It's just, no, I didn't like it. I don't like Greg's character. Jacqueline. Um, to be honest, I'm gonna put her a little bit above Chloe. C. Didn't really like Jacqueline's character, like her betrayal, sort of Lori going behind her back and sleeping with Valentine. Thought that was really like an asshole move, especially since she's been hyping her up to do it the whole season. Felt like that was just, she doesn't really have the best interest in other girls' hearts. And I know her and Lori make up by the end of it, but that felt a little bit fake on Jacqueline's end. Like Lori has this realization moment, but Jacqueline's just gonna go back. I mean, she cheated on her boyfriend or she cheated on her boyfriend. Jacqueline did while she's, in Thailand. Whatever happens, happens. But at first, she's like, "Let's go out and have fun," and then she has her fun, and then she doesn't want to do it when Lori wants to go out. Like, not cool. So Jacqueline was my least favorite of the trio. I think this is a solid. You got Lorian S tier, W, um, Kate in B tier, she's fine, and then Jacqueline is kind of like, yeah, I don't really like her. My girl Belinda, W Belinda, she's going A tier, right below. I think I got her above Rick, to be honest. She might go S tier. You know what? Belinda and S tier. Belinda's a goat. Cashed out. No matter what y'all say out there that she betrayed her values and whatever, she got a payday this season, and y'all ain't got 5 million, 12,000 in your bank account. She can start her business. She can do whatever. She can pay for Zion's college. Got to sleep with her man's porn chai as well. It was really all W's around for Belinda. You know, you're a little bit scared for her with Greg, but I love Belinda's character throughout the season. Slowly, like developing as a person, having fun in Thailand, and also being able to share this experience with her son and cashing out. Like I think she did a great job this season. It's Belinda's season. I mean, of these three girls at the top, Belinda had the best outcome. She got five. She got paid, and she got to potentially have a boyfriend if she ever comes back. She got to have this nice experience with her son. So Belinda gets S tier. I mean, remaining character from the past couple seasons as well. W is always Belinda. Next for her son Zion. I think like people didn't like Zion was the vibe I got, but I like Zion. Like I'm putting him bottom of A tier. It's like he was a good negotiator with Greg. He encouraged Belinda to enter the negotiation, keep the money. Like if he's not there, they're not cashing out. She's just going back home. So I like I like Zion. I thought he was good vibes. Like I know there's that supposed sex scene that was deleted between him and Piper. I think that would have been bad scene and messed up the vibe of the finale. So I'm with the idea of deleting that. Um, but Zion was like fun. Like you had him at the beginning of the season. He seemed like he was very charismatic, you know, cared about other people, was happy for his mom. Like usually when people walk in and like their single mother sleeping with a guy, it's not always happy. And Zion, I'm not saying that's like whatever, but Zion was happy for his mother that she was able to find somebody, you know. I feel like he was good vibes. Like he gave me good energy throughout the season. So he gets A tier. I fuck with Zion. Next, Porn Shy. Um, I'm gonna put Porn Shy top of B. I like Porn Shy, but he's not really an A character. You know, he was kind of background fodder just to be Belinda's romantic love interest. But the way he treated her was very nice, and you know they had some fun scenes together. It seemed like what people might have thought he was just in it for the money to cash out and start their own business, but Belinda ain't had shit when they were together, and like he didn't have to do that. So I'm giving Porn Shy B tier. You know, he gave good vibes, good energy. I've said that for like all the good characters, but I don't know, like these people at the like S tier, these would be like your best friends in the world. A tier would be like, okay, there may be some issues here, but we're toxic and we're friends together. And then these people are like, oh yeah, if I see this person at a party, it's fun. This person, it's like, oh, they're here, whatever. These people, oh, they're here. And then these people like never talk to me again. There's a breakdown of the tier list. Anyways, now we have the Ratliff family. Fun times. Lachlan wanted to like him throughout the season, but my opinion faded. However, I will put him above Jack. Um, you know, people pleaser, I get it, whatever. I'm not putting anything against him for his actions with Saxon and, you know, trying to follow that big brother energy, but the blender puts him C tier for sure. Like, how do you not clean out a blender when you're rich and, you know, he's just he doesn't have I don't like those people who don't have their own ideas and don't have individuality. It's like he's just following in the footsteps of his brother and sister, which I guess there's worse people to be following in the footsteps of, but make up some own decisions of your own. Like, do you want to be partying and having fun and drinking protein shakes every day like Saxon, or do you want to live in a fucking monastery for a year? Or neither of those things and just go to college and be a normal kid who probably like plays Dungeons and Dragons every Friday. Like there's no you know, nothing against that. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. He gave me very like follow the herd type vibes, and those aren't my people. But I didn't hate him. I just didn't like. Also, him not dying at the end was kind of wish. You know, I don't wish he died, but felt like for the story that would be better than it was. Piper, only rational one in the Ratcliffe family. I'm gonna put her a porn shy. I'll put her over a porn shy. Um, really the only rational person in the Ratliff family by the end of it, you know, realizes her privilege happens, wanted to I mean, she basically tricked her whole family into coming to Thailand, which is, like, crazy, and she was really pushing the no phones thing, was able to clock Lachlan's, like, weird efforts towards her. So, I like that. I thought she was honest throughout. I thought her character was a steady presence. She gets top of B tier. Saxon, now I haven't mentioned this on the tier list, but with the tier list, you always have the classic debate of like their character arc versus how much you actually like their character. So with Saxon, it's like obviously he's kind of a douche and you're not meant to like him at all, but he has a good story arc where like he learns about true love and has the whole incident with Lachlan. I think I'm gonna throw him on top of this. Yeah, like when you see Saxon on the screen, you're like, this is gonna be a good scene. Patrick Schwartz did a great job with this. Patrick Schwarzenegger did a great job with this role. Thought he was amazing playing for this role, but the character, it's like you're not meant to like this character. However, you know, I got him over Lachlan. I feel like he actually learned something. He's reading books now. He kind of simped in the right way, where he actually learned a lot from Chelsea, from trying to simp for her, and that's just a W on Chelsea's end too, because she played so unattainable that he actually was like, "All right, I want to read a book and shit." But I think he's headed back to America with a new lifestyle, so that's a good story arc ending for him. But he's also like the frat bro, like douche guy who's drinking protein shakes in the first couple episodes. So he gets top of C tier. Tim, um, Tim or Fabian, I don't know. I'll put Tim slightly over because there are moments of him like caring for his kids, but he has multiple images of him killing his family, killing himself, is like minutes away from actually doing it in the last episode. And then you have his whole scandal that he was definitely not innocent in. So Tim, I mean, also on pills the whole season, and just kind of sits in the background, loses the gun. Like, what was bro doing? I didn't like Tim in this season. Thought his character kind of went downhill, so he gets top F tier. Like, I ain't fucking with Tim. If Tim was your dad, bro, you're fucked. Victoria, one of the funniest characters of the season. I think she's got to go S. I think I'll put her bottom S because like she's but she's super funny. Has like the Taiwan moments. Piper, don't go to Taiwan. Piper, it's a cult. Sorry, I mean everyone's got to do their do their impression, right? But she was just a breath of fresh air. Every time you saw her on the screen, something funny was coming out of her mouth. I mean, that scene with the woman who's dating the other guy, like, there's men in North Carolina that I can hook you up with and set you up with that will have real care for you. Are you just with him because he's rich? Sorry if that's a terrible impersonation. But she's super funny, brings a lot of laughs this season. She's like your classic White Lotus character. I don't think there's any place for her on this list besides the S tier. Mook. Top of D tier. Now, maybe a controversial take. I know there's a lot of Mook people out there, but yeah, she was gaslighting gay talk throughout this whole season, and we were just all witness to it. It's sad to say, but it's true. It's like, oh, you don't have the killer instinct. I'm not gonna be with you, and then he kills two people. It's like, oh, now I'm gonna date you because you got the job promotion. Shallow ass character. Also, gay talk like picks her up every day for work is so nice to her, and she just friend zones him and talks like she's one of those typical like tropey characters that just talks to like the mean guys and doesn't give the nice guy a chance. So justice for gay talk. Mook, gotta go D tier on you. I'm sorry. Valentine. Uh Valentine is a character on his own. Like he brings a lot to the girls' storylines here. But he on his own is like, I don't know. He's a little bit. Honestly, I think I got Jack over him. Like he's just whatever. He's not really good or bad. He's just neutral. And he, to his credit, he doesn't like initiate the party stuff. They're like, let's party, and he's like, okay, if you want. Like he's not like, oh, let's go party and whatever. And then Jacqueline invites him to her room. That happens. And that's not really his fault. The robbery was kind of scum move by him, and then the whole like, we're gonna get deported I don't if you report me. It's like, okay, bro. And then he just does the same thing with guest after. Like I think he's just the borderline character. I think all these characters above him are better. And Yeah, he's mostly just a mid character. Amrita, I believe this woman's name is. She had good energy. Like I keep saying, I'm sorry, I keep saying the same thing over and over again. She, she actually is a healer. You know, we see her with Zion together, and we see her with Rick. Like, she seems like she really knows what she's doing with this medical practices. I'm gonna give her B, but these characters just had slightly more development. Like, I think her versus Point is a good example. But you know, she's kind of just background. She's like, of all these characters, she's the least important of all of them. So, and has the least scenes of all of them. So, be it as it may, that's how it goes sometimes. You just get bottom of B tier for being somewhat likable in the couple scenes you're in, and you know, better than all these guys. So that's it. That's White Lotus season 3 character tier list. To recap it all, I got fantastic 4 ladies at the top, all good for very different reasons. Chelsea just brought life to the season. Love. Lori brought realness, grit, strength. Belinda brought prowess, money, cashing out, good story. Victoria brought funniness. Funniness. Victoria brought laughs and interesting comments. We got our big 3 guys here: Rick, Frank, and Zion. Frank and Zion kind of in spurts, but I liked their characters where they were at in the time. Rick, you know, had a crazy story arc as well, but just had those moments where he wasn't as likable as the top 4 ladies. B tier, we got Piper. Liked Piper's rationale throughout the season. Porn Chai, good guy. Gay Talk, questionable guy, but was fun in moments. Kate, mostly good. And Amrita, like I just mentioned. C tier, we got kind of, you know, wouldn't really want to spend any time with you. And, you know, Saxon had the best arc of them all. Lachlan, just a weirdo. Jacqueline also did some mischievous things. Valentine was just kind of like meh. And Chloe as well. D tier, these are the characters I didn't really like. Mook, you know, Gaslight City, Srilata, Chasing Clout, and this guy, I'm forgetting his name, Scott Glenn's character, just mean to Rick. And then the F tier, tried to commit family suicide, fell into a river, and just scum of the earth. So that's it. That's White Lotus season 3 tier list characters. Where would you guys rank them? Where am I wrong? Where am I right? For some reason, these tier lists always do well. So we'll keep doing them for every show we watch. Next show reviewed is Severance season 2. And then after that, Daredevil Born Again. And then after that, The Penguin. So we'll have a couple shows coming. Movie reviews, we got Backdraft. We have The Hunt for Red October. Sports. By the time you're watching this video, there may already be a stream or a video out about the NBA playoffs preview. So that should be a fun time. Have some guests joining me for that one. And then we'll be covering the NFL draft, round 1 mock draft, and then UFC's NBA playoffs as each round progresses. So fun, exciting times in the Dubcast. We're 3 days, at the time I'm recording this, I'm 3 days away from a year on the Dubcast. So I'm really excited with all the progress that's been made. I feel like we're getting better and better as a podcast, figuring out with the people out there what you guys like. So any recommendations, leave them down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to stay tuned with the Dubcast. Like the video, dislike the video if you disagree with my rankings, and share with everyone you know, because the Dubcast train ain't stopping. So as always, be easy, y'all.